Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is JudiciousFire. I'm on the iOS server. I'm going to be looking at a few of the aspects of Guild gameplay. That's going to include the brand new Guild Turf Watch and look at the base design as well as how we in our guild have allocated the upgrading process of the Sentinels. Also, going to be taking a look at the guild briefly in terms of a managerial role and taking a look at some of the options that are available to you. We started Endgame a couple of weeks back. I think it's about 5 weeks now. We are currently rank 48. We broke the top 50. We have 23 members right now. And we will be rank 40, about 42 tomorrow after the server reset. If you are a player who knows the game well, please apply. We are trying to get high might players. I have a little equation here. Let's see. We have 24 members, rank 48. A little bit of math and a lot of might does equal victory in this game, and that's kind of my slogan for the day. When we go into the guild hub, we're going to see the typical interface. We've got ourselves a guild members. The settings tab is available in the guild leader role, perhaps in the guild vice leader role as well. If I wanted to change the name of the guild, I certainly can, but it's going to require 10 name erasers to change the guild name. Now, if you go to donate, you will see in the top left-hand corner, you can donate name erasers. Then switch back to shards, name erasers, shards. And we have none right now. We're not changing our name in any way. If you want to change your banner, you can do so with the select screen, pay for, or get a free banner. Under the guild notice, I've asked IGG for this, I think probably 3 times now over the years, to increase, please, the characters that we're allowed to use in the guild notice. I think we're relegated to, I believe it's 85 total alpha numeric characters in our guild notice. But I would just love to be able to go far beyond that. They give us all this space under guild notice. I would like to be able to list boss time, fortress feud time, a line about, hey, it's Guild Wars Day, remember your attacks. Things like that. Basics. I want to hear that boss is at 2100, but they don't give you enough space for that. I wish that's something they would change. Might requirement, it only goes up to 300,000. You try anything higher. $600,000, it drops right back down to 300,000 again. Last tab is a recruitment tab. Allows us to post ads for guild credits. I've never really gotten into this aspect of guild recruitment using these ads. I don't know if it necessarily has any kind of an impact or influence. I've never seen any great benefit from it. So it's typically an option I don't use in any way. Better to make a YouTube video, better to put an ad, and I certainly won't jump to the broadcast chat. Go to the broadcast chat, and you can type a line out for 50 gems. Broadcast chat is filled with horrific content, and it's a family program. So we're looking at our end game. As far as the guild turf is concerned, under guild events, we have our challenger boss. I wanted to, before the server day goes out. None of us in this guild need honor badges or merits. Typically, we go through a day. We'll run a boss or two, here and there. So we did a boss 5. Do I want to use that team? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll do let's just get it in 30 seconds or less. Boss 3. Yeah, sure, boss 3. I'll tank with BD. Uh, this will be done in at 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Shoot, that's off by a second. All right, so you can run your boss there. That's not a good means of acquiring honor badges or shards, but or not shards or merits. But back in the day, when honor badges were really scarce, I would always look forward to my boss 3 battle, knowing that I needed those honor badges so badly. So it depends on where you are in the game. Last but not least, I do want to take a longer look at the guild turf. Here on iOS, right now, it being Memorial Day weekend, the top is 9 Turf Watch levels completed, and that's where we are. We are at number 10. I've not been able to crack 10, and it looks like no other guild has been able to crack 10 as well. I used 3 different base designs during this road to the level 10. I began first with a old school, middle of the gaming board death box. I did that because I had no idea what I was going to be expecting, where the monsters were coming from, how many, anything. I found the death box to be successful as an introductory build in this particular game mode. You're not given enough walls to make a really successful death box design. I then switched over to a side base, which is similar to the base that you're seeing right now, except it is rotated and placed on the side rather than the corner. I found that the side base was effective. It was wide, and that's good. Disperses the enemy so they don't all come at you at once. But it wasn't long. It wasn't deep. It did not go out. I'll move this guild banner to illustrate. It was very wide, side to side, left to right, but it was not long and deep. Up and down here. Because of that, a lot of enemies are coming at you from every direction, and your Sentinels just got slaughtered. I then went to a modified corner base, and I think that this is a very good design to use. Again, we are stuck at our particular level until our Sentinels go up, and I really think that's the case. But I don't believe I'm going to be changing this particular base design anytime soon. What ends up happening is it is wide and it is also long and deep. And what it's going to do is it's going to, as the enemies come, some will go over this direction, some will go over in this direction. Others will come straight forward if they ignore walls like flyers. This allows you not to have to take on 20 of the bad guys all at once in a giant crowd. Our Sentinels are not strong enough to do this. Our Sentinels are basic level heroes at this point until we fully upgrade them. If you are going with a design such as this, I would recommend 4 walls deep. 3 walls, they're going to fight through the walls. They're going to smash your walls down. So 4 walls deep with at least 1 space between the last wall and the first building. I would not recommend... I had to pull some of these... I used to go... It should go all the way over to here. I had to pull these back in order to get enough walls to create this design. I wouldn't go so far back as it being here. Otherwise, it's not really even a corner base. It's more just like just a small blockade. So this is as far as I could pull it back. Our buildings are absolutely integral in defending our base. I see some videos. Some individuals are parking all their buildings outside, and on the inside, it's really just the hero base or the hero base in the towers. You want as much health inside of this base as possible, and that's not just hero health. That's also building health. And we go to something like this, that's 45-4. Give the heroes something to proc on, something to beat on, something to directly engage at the start of waves. And it should be the buildings that are surrounding and shielding your heroes. Much better for the first wave of heroes to come and hit this arrow tower than to come and hit and go directly after the heroes. While the bad guys are hitting these outdoor, these perimeter buildings, my Sentinels are able to come in and do some damage. The buildings inside, I was not able to pack any more buildings in here. I do have a little bit more space. If you look over here, I could fit something a little bit over here. We're not dealing with a human attacker or a human opponent, so the computer doesn't know that. As long as it's able to keep them from smashing through the walls, they're not going to appear all of a sudden on the inside of a hole I have in my base of any kind. I kept the guild banner out just because I'm into symmetry, and I wanted everything to line up well. The guild banner, as you see, has no health whatsoever, so I kept the guild banner down there. As far as Sentinel upgrading, one of our great members, Prospect, came up with this idea and has actually done the legwork on creating a series of charts for us that we use on the lineup for Endgame, our guild. He came up with a great idea, and the idea is, we're in a guild for a reason. The many can accomplish what the one cannot do, and also accomplish that far, far more quickly, because the one's never getting there anyway. He said, why not divvy up the responsibilities of leveling up each of these Sentinels among the guild members, and created a nice chart. I would recommend this to any guild. If you've got 30 members, break the 5 Sentinels up into different teams, if you will, and assign your members the Sentinel hero level. That would be this one at the top, or the Sentinel skill level. So some of our members are on Flame Stallion hero level. Some are working on only Flame Stallion skill level. And this way we're able to make fast progress. I have been assigned to Briar Queen hero level. So whenever I do a donation, I give only to Briar Queen hero level. You can get up to 10 donations at a time in the queue. After 10 hours, that queue will reach maximum, and it will not accumulate an 11th donation. So if you're, a committed player, you're going to try to log in once every 10 hours at a minimum to be able to make those donations. You get far more by using gems than you would by using honor badges, and still far more than if you had used mana, for example. So we're working on that. The shop's selection never changes. We have fully upgraded absolutely every aspect of the Guild Turf. There's nothing more to upgrade. Everything's totally maxed out. Every base, everything. We did this the first hour, but that guild shop is never going to change. We've accumulated quite a few of these little benefaction. At least maybe it's just showing mine. I don't know. We're not using any benefaction. Nobody's after a 6-hour Warhammer in this guild. I think I have 2 more of these. I'll run these. I will not be successful. No other guilds have been successful, and that tells me right away that it's just not something that we're capable of doing. We are dealing with a lot of flyers here on this level, and that makes, you see, that does a nice job of pathing the heroes, but any flyers are going to ignore walls. The moment the Sentinels engage in combat, they start turning to dust. As you see now, more waves coming. Currently, I don't think it's designed to be beaten using our current Sentinel level. I'll run this last one, and that'll be it. Make sure that you log in every day to the Guild Turf, not only for the donations on the Sentinels, but to pick up your free benefaction coins, your free daily bonus. Every player is able to to get that and benefit from that resource. And look, as soon as my Sentinels start doing a little bit of damage, they just start crumbling. They have no chance whatsoever currently. Look at that slowdown that's happening. Oh, that's brutal. And the last of these Sentinels are on their way out. Boy, Briar Queen really made it. She made it 40 seconds on that last one. How close? There's no chance. And, in a couple of minutes at server reset, I will go back in and I get free roll. I'm going to get a assassin. Executioner. Okay, get one of these. I'm going to get a 1 heavy blow. Okay, so as far as the guild is concerned, we're doing great. Again, please apply if you are interested. And we are going to be cracking the top 40 in the next day or two. I hope the base design can be helpful to you. You just take a little screenshot. I often do this when I see other players' bases, things on a YouTube video I like, and then I refer to it as I'm doing that build later. Thanks, everybody, so much for tuning in, and you have a great one. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.